FN P-12. FN's newer pump action 12 gauge. This one is an all-around great gun. If you're only looking for one gun, shotgun, and it's got to fill a variety of roles, i.e. deer hunting, hog hunting, self-defense, some small game hunting, turkey hunting, I would say excluding duck, duck hunting and stuff like that, maybe quail. This may not be the best gun, even though it could do it. It could do it. I think you'd want a longer barrel. But for slugs and turkey, this self-defense, this gun's got it going on. Great recoil pad on here, very soft. See that? It's got a very soft recoil pad. Good stock. Wouldn't have to replace that. Excellent checkering. This is some very coarse checkering. Great checkering. Your slide release button is right there, same spot a Mossberg is. Safety is at the front of the trigger guard. That's nice because when you're carrying the gun, your finger can be like that on the safety, ready to go. It's better than on the back, and I actually prefer it over the tang-mounted safeties too. To be quite honest, this is my favorite position for a safety. Dual action bars on both sides. Very unique pump forearm. It's got the same checkering as the stock does. It only has it on both sides. It doesn't have it underneath. I'm not sure why they didn't put it underneath. It's a really nice feeling pump. Really is. I wouldn't replace it, and I don't even know if they have anything to replace it with. The magazine tube holds 5 plus 1 in the chamber, so a total of 6. Magazine cap has got a sling swivel stud on it. That came from the factory like that. Magazine extensions, if they make one, I'm not aware of it. They made this gun is, for all intents and purposes, the Winchester SXP. I don't know if FN makes this as a copy of that, or if they just rebrand it and put their pump and stock and barrel on it and stuff, and have it as as an FN. I'm not sure which way it goes, but this is pretty much identical to the Winchester SXP. So a lot of the stuff that I'm talking about carries over to that, and I would say the biggest difference is the stock form and the barrel. The rest of it's pretty much the same. But yeah, magazine extensions, good luck on that. It's got a screw-in choke, which is awesome. Most self-defense shotguns like this do not, and that's what makes this gun an all-around good gun for hunting hogs, deer, squirrels, turkeys. Like I said, excluding probably waterfowl, ducks and geese. You can see it's got a fiber optic sight up front, dovetailed in. You've got a folding, adjustable rear leaf sight. You can see it's folded down, folds back up. The cantilever barrel, mount on the barrel, is attached to the barrel, not the receiver. So you can mount a scope, red dot, whatever optic you want on this. The sighting picture on it, I don't know if you can see the front sight, probably not, but you can use it like that with the leaf up, your sight up, or you can use it like this, and you get a more open sight. Probably a little bit better for if you were using birdshot. I would say like this is probably a little bit better, especially if you were, maybe hunting squirrels and stuff. Might be a little bit better, but the other way would probably be fine too with the sight up. So it's user adjustable. You can just look down that lane and you can see the sight. So this cantilever does not obstruct the sights. One thing about this cantilever, though, if you can see, there is a gap in between the receiver. You can push down a little bit, just a little bit. You push down on it, it moves just a little bit. On a shotgun, I don't think that's going to be enough to affect accuracy. But if it was, I think You can take the barrel off and get you a little piece of rubber and stick underneath there and wedge it in between the receiver and there. No problem. It won't hurt the gun. It won't scratch the gun, and that'll take any movement out, any vibration. When the recoil, if there is any movement, I think it's going to return to zero, and any movement there is going to be negligible, especially for a shotgun. You're not going to be shooting this thing at 600 yards, so. But if there was any issue, just get you a little piece of rubber and stick underneath there. Cut it for however long you want, and it's not going to hurt anything at all. But I just thought I'd show you that you can move it just a little bit. It's got the rotating bolt like the Winchesters. It's a Winchester Action. I think it's a Winchester shotgun. If it's not, it's pretty much an exact copy. I think the barrel is interchanged and everything. Probably furniture and stuff. Trigger group, I would assume. Don't quote me on it. But it's for all intents and purposes Winchester. Got a nice shell lifter here. Well, or the loading gate, whichever one you call it. It is the shell lifter, but it acts as a loading gate. It's got a nice spring in it. Very, very nice spring. I mean, it pops back up. Smooth action. These are known, the Winchesters and stuff are known for being very smooth. This is just an all-around great gun. I mean, if you can only have one shotgun and you're looking for one shotgun, you'd be doing yourself a disservice by not taking a look at this one. Prices, I've seen them anywhere from about $300 to $550-ish. So the prices are all over on Gunbroker. Usually in a $400 to $450 range is about average. I say if you get it under $450, you probably got a pretty good deal on it. But you gotta remember what you're getting with this gun. You're getting, you don't have to change the recoil pad. You don't have to change the stock. You don't have to change anything on this gun. Maybe buy some different chokes for it. It takes Browning and Vector chokes. So the chokes are readily available. You could get some of those hog chokes and the buckshot chokes that would extend out of the barrel a little bit. You can get some of those for hogs, deer, self-defense, to keep a tighter pattern, where you can go out 50, 60 yards, and actually have somewhat of a pattern, what is it, the Kicks buck kicker. It's called the Kicks buck, not butt, buck, as in deer, male deer buck kicker. I've heard is an awesome choke, and you could use it for hogs too, or self-defense. It really groups a nice pattern out to like 50, 60 yards. A little bit shorter barrel. You just try it out and test it, to see, and you might have to try a variety of loads. As far as loads, it takes 2 3/4 and 3 inch. So you got plenty of options. It's not a 3.5 inch gun, and honestly, it doesn't need to be. If you're not waterfowl hunting, it really don't need that. 2 3/4 are just fine. Check out my video on 2 3/4 versus 3 inch. May learn something, you may not. I prefer 2 3/4 for the short of it. Yeah, I mean, there's nothing. The only negative, like I said, that is just a little bitty negative is that cantilever. I mean, it's just got a little bit of movement. You got to push down on it, and that could be mitigated with a piece of rubber. So if there was any loss of zero, you could take care of that. And I don't think that you're going to have it. Cantilevers on shotguns are known for being more than adequate, and this isn't a sniper rifle, so don't pretend it is. Adjustable sight, like I said, rear sight. The tube on it is a gloss black. The rest of the gun is a flat black. Very nice finish on the gun. Very, very nice finish. Good fit and finish overall. I would choose this over a Remington 870, especially a new Remington 870 all day. I haven't had any new ones. The newest one I got is an early 90s 20 gauge. It was one of the first guns I ever got. But I've heard bad things about the new ones. Mossbergs are fine. You're not going to get probably quite as much out of a Mossberg 500 as you are this gun. If you do get one with a cantilever barrel, it could be rifled. This is a smooth bore, by the way. This is not rifled. You can get rifled chokes and put in there. I don't know how well those work, but for the ranges you're going to probably be shooting it's probably a moot point. But a Mossberg with a cantilever barrel and may or may not have sights on them is probably going to be about a 24-inch or an 870 for that matter. So having this shorter barrel is kind of what makes it good for home defense. But I say this is an excellent slug, buckshot gun, bird shot, because it's got those screw-in chokes. Not a whole lot of guns have screw-in chokes that have shorter barrels. I do believe the Winchesters have screw-in chokes too. So if this one's a little too expensive for you, and you're not willing to pay $450 if you can't find it cheaper than that, and you're okay with giving up these sights and this cantilever barrel, I say look at the Winchester SXP, the Super Extreme Pump, I think is what it is. Just type in Winchester SXP, and it's an excellent gun too. I believe those are made in Turkey. I think those are Turkish made, and this may be made in Turkey too. I don't know. Like I said, the FN could have made this. It doesn't say where it's made. I think it's got on the barrel FN Herstal Belgium, FNH USA. It's got Invector chokes. Yeah, it doesn't really say where it was made. So there's nowhere on the gun where it says it was made. It could be made in the USA. It could be made in Belgium. It could be made in Turkey. I don't know. Turkey shotguns are excellent shotguns, but I believe the Winchesters are made in Turkey. But they have screw-in chokes, 18-inch barrels. I believe they come with a fiber optic front sight, just like a clip-on sight. They're like, you can get those for like $200. So that's an excellent choice in shotgun. It's the same action as this, a little bit different furniture. And like I said, you're not going to get the cantilever or those sights on there, but you get a fiber optic front. Just like a little clip-on deal. That's also an excellent choice if you're willing to give up these sights and the FN name and excellent furniture. Excellent. I really, really, really like this stock and this forearm on here. I think this is a great gun to get into a shotgun if you can only have one. Or if you're looking for something different. You may not even know that this gun exists. I just happened upon it, a while back, and I started looking at it, and I'm like, wow, man, that's quite a gun, man. That thing's got a lot of features on it. A lot of guns say they got a lot of features, but this one really does. It's got quite a bit for the price. I mean, you go out and you buy yourself an extra barrel for a shotgun, and there's at least probably $150. So, having that on there, plus the sights, you can ignore the cantilever if you want, or put whatever on there. It's completely up to you. But if that cantilever and the sights ain't important, and you're willing to save some money, I say go with the Winchester. Save, $200 or so, but keep your eye out on Gunbroker. You can probably find this gun on Gunbroker. Cheaper sometimes. You probably find a used one that's probably hasn't been shot. I'm all for buying used guns. If it's got a box of rounds through it, it's gonna last longer than you will. So, most guns will. There's no harm and no foul in buying a used gun. So, yeah. Great all-around gun. Hunting, self-defense. Put this on your to-buy list if you're looking for a shotgun to do it all. I think this is not got much competition with what it's got on it. In my humble opinion, scope ready, rifle sights, fiber optic, good recoil pad, good furniture, FN name. It's an effing good gun. Thanks for watching.